Ooh, what's up, Internet? My name is Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
We get nerdy nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
Yeah. That is right. Welcome to another Friday edition of the Nightly Morning Show here on twitch.tv/nerdynightly. If you're listening to this on our podcast feed, or if you're watching on our YouTube channel, thank you so much, first of all. But second of all, this show is recorded live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern over on Twitch. And if you would like to come join us live, be in our chat, be a part of the conversation, feel free.
Yeah.
Or don't.
It's fun.
It's up to you.
It's a good time.
We do record this in the middle of the workday, so like...
Yeah, if you can't, we understand. But also, you know, if you ever have a day off, we will be here.
We will be here because we have all the days off.
I mean, days off from working for other people, but we don't really have days off.
Okay, when is the next thing on the schedule that we have to do?
The photo shoot today.
No. We could, like, you know, that's our thing. You know what I mean? When is the next scheduled thing in our lives that involves us leaving the apartment and interacting with other people?
Groceries. That's
not. No. See, this is my point. This is my point. We have nothing but days off. We can structure our days however we want.
That's true.
Other than the fact that we can't spend money, we can't go anywhere.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. It's great. Awesome. We love it. You love to see it. We have so many weird things to talk about today.
Oh boy.
Updates on the GameStop story. Was that yesterday?
Yes.
Or 2 days ago. No, it was 2 days ago.
No, it's 2 days ago, but there has been more, like, it's been an ongoing thing.
Yesterday was wild. We finally have a date for Justice League. We have a Robin, the third Robin to be cast for Titans.
Oh, nice.
And that's going to be a person of color, which is very exciting.
That is fun.
And some people would say it's the best Robin, but, you know, I love Dick, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
I see what you did there. Very clever. Very clever. Can somebody clip just that? That would be great. Thank you.
There's no way that's the first time I've said that on stream. Maybe as obliquely as that, but there's no way that's the first time. Oh my god, it's the oldest joke in comics, y'all. It is the oldest joke in comics.
Tale as old as time.
And we also have some news about a Buck Rogers movie.
What's that?
Well, we're going to talk about it in the show, but for now, I just want to ask you, Clarus, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm here.
You are present?
I am mostly present.
Yeah. When the teacher took attendance, you said, here.
Yeah. I am alive and breathing. But, you know, it was a rough night.
It was a rough night, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get much sleep.
No.
I had, like, a wicked headache that, like, woke me up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not a good time. But, it's fine now. We're here. We're doing the news. What about you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? As we say here at the Nerdy Nightly.
Do we? Do we say that?
We say I'm good, I'm Gucci. We're going to have a t-shirt soon. I'm very excited.
Great.
But yeah, no, you were feeling it last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we survived that. We pushed through.
We're alive. We're here.
We're still watching Merlin, and I gotta say, season 5, kind of a letdown for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry. I knew this would happen, but I still wanted to
because you've watched it all before.
Yeah, I still wanted to watch the show with you anyways.
Yeah, I was really enjoying season 1 through 3, even though, you know, it's definitely cheesy.
Oh
television.
God, yeah.
But season 5 has been a little bit of a like womp womp at the end of a road, and so we're gonna finish out. I think we have like 8 more episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is not the way I wanted this show to kind of go trajectory wise. And I'm definitely gonna be making some. I think I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. And that's because that's what I do now. You know what I mean?
We make YouTube videos.
We make YouTube videos about things we like and don't like. Yeah. And then the internet gets mad at us. Whether we like it or we don't like it, they get mad at us either way. There's always someone.
You can't win.
Or someone comes in to like mansplain to us things that we said in the video. Yeah. Which are my favorite comments.
You're like, did you watch any of that? Like,
I my favorite is on our Superman video. All the people were like, "Well, you guys have clearly never read a comic before," and I'm like, "My dude."
Yeah.
Let
me tell you, it's true. I have never read a comic before, but I can go pull out your boxes of comic books.
You've never read a comic before? Not one.
No.
Wild.
Not really.
I'm gonna make you read some.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just never like got into them as a kid, so.
Well, Affin in the chat wants to know what was the date. Have we discussed the date of Justice League? We have not yet, Affin, but that is a good time to segue
into the news.
Our title story today is the fact that yesterday Justice League's director Zack Snyder released the date for Justice League. There has to be a less difficult way to say what I just said, but you understand me.
It exists, yeah.
We are going to be getting the Justice League Snyder cut 4-hour movie that might be episodes.
TV show thing. Hybrid.
We don't know what it is anymore, but what we do know is it is coming to you on March 18th, 2022 on HBO Max.
Yeah. I'm not that excited.
No, it's coming in 2021. I just wanted to see if she'd catch that.
I didn't. You can't do this to me. I'm not. I said I'm mostly here, but like you can't.
March 18th, 2021. What's interesting about this is it lends
2011.
credence to the theory we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
About Godzilla pushing back to the 31st instead of being on the 26th to give a little bit more room between the two properties.
Yeah.
I think that that's probably the case.
Yeah.
It does put almost 2 weeks between the two releases of the films.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I get it. Like it's one of those things where you can't like it's like when Disney has to like space out all of their movies.
Yeah.
Because they're getting into the theaters all at the same time, and it's they're stealing their own profits in a sense.
Well, and what's interesting is how this is going to affect Disney, because Justice League drops on March 18th, and Falcon Winter Soldier drops on March 19th. Episode 1 comes the day after this, so we are getting Justice League versus Captain America head to head, back to back. In back-to-back days.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's nice that like we're getting a bunch of new stuff.
Oh, as YouTube superhero content creators, yes, it is excellent that things are coming out.
Yeah, it's just such a stark contrast to the past like several months.
Do you remember at the beginning of the month when we were like, "There's news today. Someone found a Lego brick."
Yeah, and you're like, wow, this is so
Stepping
exciting.
on Legos hurts. The news. No, and now there's legitimately we're getting to the point where like there's news every day.
Yeah.
And this one is gonna be a fun one. I'm excited for the head to head of Justice League versus Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So I saw someone in the chat asking what Falcon Winter Soldier is.
They were trolling.
They were trolling.
It.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, trolls? How you doing?
They can't see you anymore.
You can't hurt us.
I banned them.
You can't hurt us. We're too powerful.
Yeah.
We have the Infinity Stones. What are you going to do to us now, trolls?
I'm so tired. I put exclamation mark ban instead of slash. That's how you know it's like, that's how you know it's been a day.
Hero of Wind is asking, do you think they take into account popular movies being released in other countries when deciding on a release date? It depends on the country, Miller. It's complicated. Countries like China actually tell Western films when they can be released. And so a lot of times the Hollywood movie doesn't really get to pick its date as much, and it has to kind of like negotiate with China in order to get its what's called a day and date release, which is where it's released all over the world at the same time. But it is rare. A lot of movies will release months later in China. There are times in the year when China has blocks all non-Chinese films out of its cinemas in order to drive the Chinese box office dollar to Chinese films. That is especially true around like the Chinese New Year, stuff like that. And so it really just depends on the international market that you're in. Different countries have different rules, and the smaller the market, the more power the Hollywood studios have to kind of dictate when their movie is going to come out.
Yeah.
And in my experience, a lot of in international markets, their local films and the Hollywood fair are kind of two separate things.
Yeah.
And I don't think they like try to get out of each other's way all that much.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly with the bigger markets like China, there's a lot of negotiation that is involved in when movies come out there, particularly in China where the censorship is so strong, and you oftentimes have to change parts of your movie in order to release your film there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what was the I think Doctor Strange was the MCU movie that didn't release in China because I don't know. Chinese censorship laws are really strict when it comes to films. And yeah, it's just complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
But Justice League, we haven't really talked about it. We've talked about it sometimes.
I mean, we have talked about it a lot.
But March 18th.
On the show. March 18th. I mean, it was rumored to be coming out in March, a long time ago. So I'm not really surprised, especially when the other day, not Monster Hunter, Godzilla moved.
Yep.
The other monster movie.
The other Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
King Kong. I wish the movie was called King Kong Monster Hunter, because I'm team opposable thumbs.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna make this a thing. Hashtag team opposable thumbs, y'all. Kong is taking this.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you say, I mean, like I said, never seen any of those movies, so I couldn't answer that.
Mm-hmm.
But I support you. I support you in everything. Yeah, I am not surprised this is when it's coming out. I have kind of lost interest in the Snyder Cut, as we've talked about, and how it's being handled. I'm kind of like, all right, well, we're gonna see it in any way that we can, because we do a nerdy internet news show, but...
Yeah, mm-hmm. Well, if we can watch it. We might not be able to see it.
We may not be able to.
Legally.
But honestly, like, I'm not super excited for it.
Now that it has a date, I am.
Okay.
Now that I'm like, okay, it's like 6 weeks away-ish. Yeah, it's like 6 weeks, it's 7 weeks? No, it's like 7 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's so soon. It's going to come out. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to talk about it for a week. And then I never have to talk about it again. And I know that's not true. Like, nerds are going to be talking about the Snyder Cut until the end of time.
I know, but you're kind of over it already.
But, like, this is almost... This chapter of nerd history is almost done. And it's not one that I'm going to be, like, super sad is over.
Yeah.
Talking about the Snyder Cut, like, here's the thing. It's not that I'm against it. Like, I hope it's great. I hope I sit down and watch it and I'm like, wow, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm just so tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired. Like, it's been happening for so long, and this process has been going on for so long, and the peaks and valleys of it have been very high and very low.
Yeah.
And, you know, for me, my experience with the Snyder Cut movement started with a lot of, like, racist trolling online and some rather inappropriate things happening in person at Comic-Cons and stuff. And so, like, I just got off to a weird foot with the Snyder Cut movement as a whole because my initial view of it, and obviously there's plenty of amazing things that have happened with Snyder Cut. There's charity money that's been raised. I'm not saying that there's not, but, like, my initial view of the Snyder Cut movement was that it was a lot of, like, sexist, racist trolls on the internet being mean to women and, like, hating on minorities. And so it just, the taste in my mouth at the outset was kind of rough.
Yeah.
And now that we're here, I want to watch it. We're going to watch it.
Yeah, we're going to watch it.
And then we can, as Misguided Gamers Live just posted, we can move on.
Finally move on.
We can move on.
Which would be very nice.
And, DC can get this monkey off their back and focus on making more DC movies that weren't filmed in 2015.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Justice League was not a good movie.
No.
It was not a good movie.
I enjoyed parts of it.
Yes, but that does not make it a good movie. And I am just very skeptical that this is going to be much better. I know, like, because of the circumstances, people are like, no, this is how it was meant to be, and blah, 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 whatever. It's not what it was meant to be, because they have done reshoots. They have changed things. It's so long now that this is not what we would have gotten several years ago. It is a new version, I think, to satisfy fanboys and make some money. Like, that's Like that's all I can really say about it. I was interested in seeing it right after we watched the movie together, and you kind of told me the history and what happened with it, and now I'm just so much less excited because of all the like crap surrounding it.
Yeah, I understand that.
So we're gonna watch it, but I'm not like I'm not really looking forward to it, especially because we won't be able to see it in a theater or anything like that.
Well, we might. Likely. That might be the only place where Canadians can see it.
Is in theaters? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Here's
honestly,
the thing.
I'll be excited to like go to a movie theater again, but
I have. The reason I'm most excited about this is curiosity. Mm-hmm. I'm at this point. If this were to come out, and it will, it's going to come out. Mm-hmm. I have to see it. Because I have to know. Yeah. At this, the good thing going for Warner Brothers right now, and for HBO Max especially, is
like, I gotta know.
We've been talking about it for so long that when it comes out, even though there's a part of me that's just over it, I still am like, but like, what is different?
Yeah.
Is it going to be this like bombastic film? How is Martian Manhunter a part of it? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the Joss Whedon's Justice League.
That was great.
Oh my god, I am...
It's a day.
You know what's fun? Talking on the internet for hours every day when you are maybe dyslexic. The Joss Whedon's Justice League, say that 10 times fast, is supposedly the foundation of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, the plot, the moments, beat to beat, are similar.
Yeah.
And so I really have to wonder what is so different.
Well, what is different, and what about turning it into a Snyder cut makes it better? If it's
taking out all the stuff that Joss Whedon added.
I guess, but honestly, the foundation of that movie wasn't good.
Yeah, but to be fair, like the foundation might be drastically different. It might be in a different order. The entire final... Here's the thing. The entire final action sequence was Joss Whedon, right? Mm-hmm. The Slovakian family in the house, that being interspersed throughout the movie, that was all Joss Whedon, so that's gone. Mm-hmm. A lot of the Lois and Ma Kent scenes are gone. Right. So like there is actually a lot that's taken out of this movie. My question is, what goes in that place?
Well, yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Anyway.
Misguided has asked if we think it's a cash grab for what they lost in production. But they have spent so much money.
It's definitely not a cash grab.
No. They have... It might be to try and entice more people to sign up for HBO Max. But I don't think they're looking to make a ton of money off of it because they have put so much more into it. Because they've had to like redo the CGI, refilm stuff, like... So, I don't think so.
Here's the thing, Misguided. So, Warner Brothers, with HBO Max, is in a position where they are going to lose money this year on HBO Max. And the reason for that is that they have paid a lot of money to make all of these movies that they're putting day and date in theaters and on HBO Max this year, which means that their theatrical income is going to be less. That's where movies make the majority of their income, at least up front. And so, these movies are going to not make money. HBO Max is not going to pick up enough subscribers this year because they're not international. They are USA only. They're not going to pick enough subscribers in the United States of America in order to cover the cost of all of those films. So what HBO Max is doing isn't trying to have a one-time cash grab that sets up HBO Max to survive this year. What they're trying to do is they're trying to funnel as many subscribers into HBO Max into long-term contracts so that over the next 5 years, the profit margin of that streaming service gets to a point where it covers the losses from this year. Mm-hmm. And they're playing a long game strategy because they know they have enough money in the bank that they can get through the next 2 years. Mm-hmm. But they put $2 billion into HBO Max last year. $2 billion into that streaming service. The streaming service did not make $2 billion last year. It just didn't. Mm-hmm. And it won't make $2 billion for a while. But eventually, if they play their cards right, and if they put out the content on it that drives American subscribers to it, and if they can launch it internationally and drive international subscribers to it, if it was in Canada, we would have it. Because I want to watch my Superman movies. Sorry. I own Aquaman, but like my Superman movies. I don't own copies of right now. They want to drive subscribers to the channel. And if they can do that, this year will have all been worth it. Will it destroy movie theaters? Yeah.
Might. Yeah.
It may already have. Don't look at AMC stock today. That doesn't
We're
count.
just gonna pretend it's not.
We're about to talk about that. But
yeah.
They are, Misguided Gamers, they are really banking on this. They need HBO Max to do well because Disney Plus is doing very well. Disney Plus will probably hit 100 million subscribers by the end of the year. Netflix is at 500 million subscribers, but those are both international. If Warner Brothers wants to compete with the two big boys of streaming right now, they're going to have to start putting out content that matches them. And if Snyder Cut can be good, and very importantly, if it gets good reviews, if people like us and other people who talk about stuff on the internet all come back and are like, woof, like, it's not worth it, this will be a disaster. But if Snyder Cut can get good reviews and drive people to the service, then this will all be great for HBO Max long term, and which will be good for Warner Brothers, which will be good for I think it's AT&T.
I actually don't know.
That's what all this is about. Or Comcast, it's one of those.
Yeah.
They're owned by somebody who... None of this is about movies, by the way.
Yeah.
No one making these decisions gives a shit about the movie theaters. This is executives at the executive level above the Warner Brothers executives want profit. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with what's good for movie theaters, what's good for movies, about the art of it all. It's at the end of the day, it's all about profit. But
yeah, 100%. Yeah, but anyways, we know when we're getting it, and we know when
March
we're gonna try and see it.
March 18th.
We'll let you guys know. But
I'm probably gonna like it, and she's gonna hate it.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
All right. Let's move on to our next story, which is y'all, what's happening with the world of stocks? Okay, so 2 days ago on the morning show, I had a hard time explaining what stock shorting is. And now it has been 48 hours, and I am intimately aware of how stock shorting works.
Because it's everywhere.
Like, I know what short selling is. I know what a short squeeze is. I've watched 85,000 TikToks. This is the most insane story of the year, and that is including the time that people raided the Capitol.
Yeah.
Remember that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. That was this year.
Some updates to the GameStop story. If you weren't here 2 days ago for the GameStop story, essentially so hedge funds were short selling GameStop stock, meaning that they were borrowing stock and then selling it, hoping that it would go down so they could buy it back and give back the borrowed stock while profiting off of GameStop losing money. Redditors on this subreddit called Wall Street Bets then bought a lot of that stock, so the price went up, and so the people who were short selling the stock suddenly owed a lot of money. The update to this story is that yesterday, Robinhood, the app that a lot of this selling was going off of, stopped allowing you to buy GameStop stock.
Yeah.
Which is maybe illegal. And then all sorts of stuff starts coming out. Yeah. Robinhood is owned by a company called Citadel, which is a hedge fund. So all of these people who think that they're taking down the hedge funds are actually just in a hedge fund.
Yeah.
Citadel profits off of people trading on its app. So while other hedge funds are doing terribly because of all this, there is a hedge fund that is literally it's wild. But the sum of its parts is we're in this weird position where the internet has basically collectively decided to tank hedge funds for fun and profit.
Yeah, to stick it to the man, I believe, is the goal. I don't get it.
I wanted to get in on it, but I can't.
Why?
I'm a dual citizen, and so stock trading when you're a dual citizen is really complicated.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me do it then.
And so I can't buy. I need an accountant to make sure that it's all legal. I tried to sign up last night. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I started to look through the forms, and I've looked through a lot of the same forms for our Twitch taxes and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm in over my head. If I only had one social security number, it would be fine. But because I have a social security number and a social insurance number, and I'm an American citizen living in Canada, it's no.
Yeah, it's very complicated. It's fine. Let me take care of it.
But I was going to go buy some Dogecoin, because Dogecoin is going to the moon.
What?
Dogecoin.
Is that the new Bitcoin?
Dogecoin was a joke Bitcoin that someone made back in the day.
Of course it was.
And now Dogecoin is trading at 7 cents a share. I think like our friend Daygon, who's one of the mods on the channel, said that it was trading at like 0.025 cents a share. Like last week. And so here's the thing. I wish I could speak more articulately about this. But what you need to know is that Robinhood is probably about to get investigated by the SEC. The stock market in the United States is maybe the most volatile it's ever been. If you have a little bit of extra money and you want to play games with your life, get in on this, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
Apparently, like, Nokia's going to the moon, is what I've heard.
Okay.
BlackBerry might be going to the moon.
BlackBerry?
Yeah, it's going to the moon.
Who still has a BlackBerry?
I don't know. Business people, probably?
Here's the thing. The reason that like business people had BlackBerry phones in the past was because BlackBerry's security was unmatched. But I feel like that's not the case anymore. I mean, Apple is pretty secure.
Well,
I'm sure our podcast listeners loved that. What? All right.
I think I matched it. Exactly.
Congratulations. That
was talent.
I know you're very talented.
Wow, I did not expect to be able to do that twice. So AOC, what I find funniest about all of this is that Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, a truly a woman who I have great admiration, respect, and like a tiny political crush on. You know what I mean?
Political crush, yeah.
Just a tiny political crush. I think that the way that she's used social media to galvanize young people into being interested in politics is remarkable.
Yep.
And I have a lot of respect for whether you like her or not. You know what I mean? Whether you're a fan of hers or not. And I know a lot of people aren't. I think that you have to respect her ability to reach out to people using methods that have not typically been used to reach out to people for the use of politics. Twitch. And yeah, so she did a Twitch chat last night about this situation, where she basically called out Citadel and Robinhood and said, like, the financial committee that she's on is going to investigate the situation to see if this class action lawsuit that is being filed by Robinhood users against Robinhood has merit.
Oh, boy.
On top of that...
This is going to get messy.
On top of that, she tweeted, she was like, hey, I would like to work with people on the financial committee to get this through. I'm happy to work with Republicans. Ted Cruz responded and was like, I'm down.
Yep, saw that.
And she responded, yeah, no, bro. You incited a riot and you tried to have me murdered 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, yep.
That happened.
And this is why I respect the shit out of her. Because she could have been like, you know what, to get stuff done.
Yeah.
We're going to forget about it, but she didn't.
There are certain lines.
Hold by your guns.
I think that, it can't be crossed. Yeah. And like, attempted murder might be one of them.
Yeah. I feel like that was the least succinct version of that story.
Yeah, but we're also like very like clearly not stocks people. We're doing our best. And by we, I mean you.
I feel like I know what's going on in this situation, and I'm sure I don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm very familiar with that feeling. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one to keep an eye on. There are people like they're trying to like force people to sell their GameStop stocks, and you know all these celebrities online are like, don't do it. Hold fast. Hold. Like,
it's going to the moon.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like watching, and I'm like, I don't.
We're just like, wait, so you guys have extra money to just play games with?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
What is this?
That
what is this extra money?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that your grocery money? No, it's your. What?
Is it
your car insurance money?
Yeah. I'm like,
no, it's your extra money. What is extra money? I do declare, what is extra money?
I couldn't tell you. Never seen it before.
Who is this character?
I don't know who she is.
I'm going to do this on the morning show every day from now on. Hello and welcome to the nightly morning show.
Please don't. Please don't do that. Someone save me.
But no one can save you from this. It's time, y'all, for Cloris Makes Up the News.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite segment.
Certainly my favorite segment.
What about Second Money? I don't think he's heard of Second Money, Pippin.
I certainly haven't. That's for sure. Y'all, we have some news. We have some news.
Mm-hmm.
And the news is that tech mogul Google, I'm sure you guys have heard of Google, they've actually bought out 27 countries worldwide in an attempt to push their Google Home devices and push out Amazon. So they have made it illegal to say, "Hey Alexa," in 27 countries, and things are just getting worse. They're looking to buy more and keep that going. You know, trying to stick it to Amazon and take over the market. So make sure if you're traveling, because who's traveling right now? Make sure, you know, if your name is Alexa, just make sure that you're okay in certain countries.
I forgot about people named Alexa.
Yeah, it's a kind of common name.
Okay.
So just do your research.
Okay, as always, I'm going to try and break down what she just said. So you're telling me that Google purchased
27 countries.
27 countries.
Including Italy, Ireland. Those are the only two that I know off the top of my head.
They bought the country of Ireland?
They sure did.
From who?
From Ireland.
But Ireland's part of the UK.
Yeah. It's very confusing.
I can tell.
Ireland was in debt, so they bought them.
So their plan to get back at Amazon was to buy countries, and instead of just banning Amazon, they banned using the words "Hey Alexa."
Yeah, it felt like too poignant to like ban the use of Amazon in 27 different countries. So they were like, we're gonna make it illegal to say "Hey Alexa" so that we can sell our like Google devices, and you can't have like the Amazon Echo, whatever the heck it's called.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was fun. Wow. Hey Google.
Half of our viewers' phones just went beep.
Yeah, one time, eventually I want to get the show to the point where there's like maybe like 10,000 people watching. And I'm like, Alexa, max volume. Alexa, play Who Let the Dogs Out.
Oh my god.
That's a TikTok. If you haven't seen it.
You stole that.
I didn't steal it. I'm referencing it. I'm referencing a moment in history where a man did that on his like nationally broadcast speech, and it happened.
People were upset.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny. All right, well that was fake news.
No, I'm pretty sure Google has enough money to buy 27 countries.
You can't buy a country though.
I don't believe that.
Who would you buy it from?
From
how would this work? Okay. If you don't believe it,
collectors.
Oh, interesting. You would own the country by owning their debt.
Yes.
So
many countries are in debt. They also own Greece.
Whoa. Are we still doing fake news?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like Google, if Google, there are some countries where if Google could, like, put in a really solid infrastructure, like, give free Wi-Fi to everyone, like, there's a way that they could do it.
Yeah.
There are some countries that I feel like they could buy.
Yeah. I do not have the money to buy countries, and I also don't work for Google, so unfortunately, that is not true.
Can you imagine if we owned a country? It would be the worst place to live on Earth. We would have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah. Literally. It would be a nightmare. Don't live there, guys.
Google can't just be like, hey Trudeau, here's 90 billion, can we own Canada?
I mean, you know what, they probably could.
Here's the thing. Look, Trudeau does not own us. Let's be clear. He's our prime minister. We can vote him out, or we can keep him. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean,
it depends on how the vaccine rollout goes, I think. Not to get too political,
fair.
but like...
That's fair.
No, but seriously, I think that a lot of political leaders in a lot of countries, their next election is going to be how well they got that vaccine rolled out. And some countries are doing well, and some countries are not.
Not at all.
Nerdlandia!
That would be our country.
Yeah. It'll be right next to Nerdfighteria. That's a much larger country than ours. And they're much nicer than we are.
What is that?
Nerdfighteria is the online community that built up around Vlogbrothers and Hank and John.
Oh, interesting.
And so Nerdfighteria is like I consider myself to be a citizen of Nerdfighteria.
Oh, okay.
Yes, as a big fan of their content for over a decade now, which hurts my heart. Yeah, so the Nerdfighteria is like this online community of kind nerds who are compassionate and science-minded and yeah.
Cool.
It's like an idea.
That's dope.
It really came about because, in the wake of the death of the community, which is what's kind of happened in Western society, the internet kind of killed the concept of the community.
Right.
And so trying to find communities online has been very important, and Nerdfighteria is a great one. And that's why we say don't forget to be awesome.
I love it. Misguided asks what type of government, and it would definitely be a monarchy.
That would be a terrible idea. We're not going to have kids.
Yeah, exactly. So the line dies out with us, and then it's utter chaos trying to decide who's the next leader.
We would be terrible at running a country. I just want to be very clear. It would go badly.
Nah.
Y'all, I have a degree in musical theater. I bring this up a lot. I have a degree in musical theater.
What would end up happening is we would run our country poorly, rack up a bunch of debt, and then Google would also buy us. And they would own 28 countries.
Oh, wait, yeah. So the country goes to Fanta as our daughter. But Fanta would be living in Canada. It would be a whole Princess Diaries situation.
Even though Fanta's older than us.
Fanta is Anne Hathaway. No, she's not.
Didn't she just turn 29?
Did you just out Fanta's age on our show?
No, she was talking about it on her stream.
Oh, okay.
She had her birthday stream. Her and Scary are born a few days apart.
Is my daughter older than me?
I'm pretty sure your daughter is older than you.
Is this a morning show anymore? What are we doing?
I don't know. You told me to make up the news. This is what happens. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Willow0314 says, you're saying theater in that country would be awesome. Theater would be well funded.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be some great...
Lots of productions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, our daughter is older than us.
That hurts my heart.
Sorry. That's how it works.
Is that how it works? I feel like usually that's not how it works, actually.
It is in this situation. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow.
So, do we have any more news?
Yeah! Titans, y'all. There's a show called Titans on HBO Max. And they have cast their third Robin. This time, Tim Drake is finally getting cast. Let's pull this up real quick just to make sure I'm getting all of this information right, because I don't know how to pronounce his name. But I think that his name is Jay Lycurgo? Lycurgo. Lycurgo? He was in the recent show I May Destroy You, which got a lot of critical love. I haven't watched it. I've actually never seen him in anything. But he is going to be playing Tim Drake, a traditionally white character. Jay is a person of color, which I think is a smart casting for the show. Mm-hmm. I think that there is... this is the kind of show where you want to have as much diversity as possible. And so I am glad that they're leaning into that. Mm-hmm. I May Destroy You got really great reviews. So I'm excited to see what he's able to do in Season 3 of Titans. Mm-hmm. And I hope that show can have a little bit of... I'm hoping Season 3 is a step forward for the show. I felt the end of Season 2 took a couple steps back from a show that I already wasn't the most hot on. Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I watched episode 1 and I was like, hell no. Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully it's on an upward trajectory.
But there are a lot of people who say that Tim Drake is the best Robin. Okay. There are a lot of people who think this is like... But
you love Dick.
I do love Dick, yes. So, Dick is my favorite.
Very conflicting for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially like the bigger Dick gets, the more I love him as he grows.
Continue.
Yeah, Dick's great.
Can confirm.
And there's a lot of great Dick in the comics. Some great Dick moments in the comics. Just across 70 years of Batman comics, there's just been a lot of really great Dick moments.
Yeah, so he's a 70-year-old Dick.
Yeah, there's 70 years of Dick.
Wow.
And I've experienced a lot of it.
You have. Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, I go deep with Dick. CKKW, I'm a big Dick fan. I am a massive Dick fan. I'm
so glad I didn't put mascara on. Oh God. Our podcast listeners are gonna love this section right here. Oh gosh. Oh my.
We hit the 40-minute mark. So I just want to say, if you don't understand what has been going on for the last 4 minutes of this podcast, the first Robin in Batman is Dick Grayson. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, Clarence, do you also love Dick?
I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dick is pretty great. He's He's been with us for a very long time. And he's kind of like family now,
But yeah, Jay's gonna be a great Tim Drake.
Oh my God. Well, if you like this show, make sure you come back on Monday for more love for Dick.
Remember when we did the when we had the dildo talk because of Cyberpunk 2077?
I do remember.
Is this the direction we should take the morning show?
Oh God. It could be.
Talking Grayson, otherwise known as Talking Dick. Y'all, there's one last story of the day. George Clooney is going to be in a Buck Rogers movie, maybe? He's going to produce it. He might also star. Yeah, that's like a spaceman. I'm pretty sure Buck Rogers is who Buzz Lightyear's based off of. He's like an astronaut character from old serials.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, so, George Clooney might be in a space movie soon.
Great.
Del Fortnite RPG2 says, what would you rate Damien? Damien's fine. Damien, I really like Damien in the Super Sons comics when he's interacting with Jonathan Kent. I think that's really interesting stuff, and he's more interesting there than when he's a dark brooding like son of Batman. And watching Damien have fun with Jonathan and like them go on adventures together as the Super Sons was actually really great, and I loved those comics. Mm-hmm. But Damien's not my favorite Robin.
It's Dick.
Yeah, I love Dick, and I love Tim Drake. And then Jason Todd is interesting once he's Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah, and then Carrie Kelly. She's great too, but she isn't in that many comics, so. Yeah. My favorite's Barbara Gordon though. If I had to rank a sidekick,
is Barbara Gordon.
Barbara Gordon. Yeah, Batgirl. I love Batgirl. She's dope. That's all I have to say about that. I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited about the Gotham Knights game to get to play as all four of them. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool.
And that's the news, y'all.
That is the news.
Yeah, that was something.
That was a show. It's Friday. I don't know what.
Gotta get down on Friday.
No.
TGIF, baby.
No. Thank you guys for being here. If you caught this on our podcast feed or the YouTube, I'm so sorry. You have our sincerest formal apologies. But if you wanted to witness things like that live, you can come and watch us Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. twitch.tv/nerdynightly for the morning show. You can also follow us over on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, everything else. Over at twitch.tv/nerdynightly. And I'm over at twitch.tv/ClarisJacaris.
Yeah, follow us across the internet. And we will be back this weekend. Tomorrow you're streaming some Skyrim.
Yeah, tomorrow is Skyrim Saturday.
And I'm going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on Sunday, finally finishing Chapter 2. And moving the story forward, because the last time we played it, I got a little sidetracked by playing like 2 hours of poker. So we're actually gonna do like story stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
As always, y'all, My name's Nerdy.
I'm Clarus.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye-bye.